through here, there's already piles of wood right here we've been using for cooking until I get the Coleman stoves. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's only 12 acres. Hold on. And this is just the roadway we're walking, by the way. And see this? You got all those, the fruits on top of the cactuses? Yeah, buddy. I gotta start picking those. Anyway, this is a big old field here. I call it a field because it's more open and doesn't have the tall trees. I don't know if we're gonna put the horses here or what. But anyway, finally, this here was what evidently they used as the main entrance. That's where Jean's, one of our neighbor's property, ends and our starts. But this is a big entrance. We did not know this one existed. Otherwise, we could have used this one to put the cabin because it goes all the way back in there to our property. But we're just going to put a regular, like a cattle gate here and use this as our secondary entrance. That's what we've decided. And this one down here we're going to use as our main entrance. So that was another thing that didn't work and that we had to change, which is fine. Like I said, the first year of homesteading is doing things temporarily until you find a way that works, and then you can turn it permanent. And then even then you're still going to be changing things. Your first year is the hardest, but once you make it past the 2-month deal, you know, you're good to go. It's not bad. See, that's what we can do. Like they've got over here. I've never seen them, but hey, their gate here, just a regular cattle gate. That's what we're going to do up there for our secondary gate. All I know is there's cows over there. I just never see people. You never hear people. And that's perfect. Because this is our lovely, we call it a road. It's more like a dirt path. It's a mile. And we take care of it ourselves, us and our neighbors, Stephen and Rachel Cox. So it's like we kind of split it up. They come to a point and then we'll take over down there. Just started doing that recently. But anyway, here we come back to what we're going to use as our main entrance. And because he does drive the big rigs, and anticipating, I've been looking around and found a couple stock trailers we're going to pick up, or at least one anyway. You know, having to make wide turns, so I'll just make a wider area here so he can turn either one in there. But so that's one thing that we're going to have to change, and that what works is switching the entrances. Like I said, I love it. I would not change it for the world. Our first, we bought it sight unseen on the net. Everything was done through email and through bank drafts, you know, electronic banking and stuff like that. Let me check my heat. Awesome. Oh, awesome. Everything was done email, bank drafts, stuff like that. So it was sight unseen, and that's fine. You know, I love it. I would not change it for the world because this is utopia. This is our utopia. And another thing, the solar works great. We need to go ahead and mount it on the roof instead of this hauling in and out and in and out and in and out every day. So that's another thing that works but does not work. My lights up here, the solar battery lights up here, I love. That works awesome. So if we do keep this cabin here, I'm going to keep these. And then when we put the cabin back there, I'm going to do the same thing and put those up there. Because we love sitting out on the porch at nighttime. Nice and cool, keeps the bugs away. Oh, laundry. I was doing laundry in buckets. I was doing laundry in Rubbermaid totes. You know, the ones you get from Walmart. And just coming up with different ways to do laundry like that. Well, that's not working because the dogs, especially Sally and Old Girl is huge. She's a Great Pyrenees, and she will sit her butt. Once I fill it with water and I run inside and I'll get the laundry and the soap and all that stuff and come outside, she sat in the water, got it muddy, and she's broke the tote. She's done that to like 4 or 5 different totes so far. So the buckets and the totes don't work. I even tried doing them in my old-fashioned enamel. You know, your grandma had them, the enamel turkey roasting pans and stuff like that. Well, I still have those. I still use those. Anyway. So I even tried doing them in those. Not big enough. So basically I'm going to have to go, again, old school. If we have to pick up one a week, I need 2 of the old square wash basins like they used back in the day. They put them on their stands, their wringer washer stands. And those, they're laundry basins. Metal, steel, whatever they are. So I'm going to have to pick up one next week and then one the week after. But at least if I can get one, she can't bust those things. They won't dry rot, so they're just more durable. So I went through enough totes to know that doesn't work. And I'm not, hey Kiki. Yeah. So, and yeah, we wanted all our goats free ranging and all the chickens free ranging and the ducks. But again, that's not working because of the coyotes and because of the eclipse. It was 3 nights while Chris was out working that I was surrounded by coyotes. And I literally say surrounded because I was sitting on the porch. They were yipping and howling in front of me, on both sides of me and behind me. And grab the gun and run out. And the dogs are chasing them off and getting into fights with them. There was one night that it was right here up under the canopy where there was coyotes. There was about 8 of them. The dogs, that's when the dogs got hurt. And here I am trying to shoot, and the dog, not hit the dogs. But, so we can't, and I don't know if it was just the eclipse, because I know that has an effect on animals, or they're just getting more bolder, because I was going with Chris out on his runs, especially his overnight runs, because otherwise he'll whine. Sorry, babe. That I'm not there, and he can't see me, or whatever. So I was going out on some overnight runs with him. Well, I told him I can't do that now because of the coyotes are like, oh, there's nobody home. Let's go get the animals, you know. And 2, I got stuff to do around here. I'm caught up now, but don't tell him that. So basically, it's me sitting here defending the homestead against the coyotes. Last night, Chris did it. And they came around a couple times, but they weren't close and they weren't bad. That's why I was I'm not sure if it was just the eclipse making them come closer. Or not the eclipse. Shit. The storm. I've been saying the eclipse the whole time. And I meant the storm and the eclipse together, I reckon. Maybe that had something to do with it. But anyway, so I'm staying here most of the time now like I did before. I mean, I just started going out with them on a few runs recently, but I'm going to stay back here and just keep doing my things here in the homestead. Now that those projects are done, we just need to finish the outhouse, which is my major one, and we got to build a hay barn. So I'm looking for materials to do the hay barn and a hog pen, because that is one animal that we can't get until the pen is already in place. I've done it before where I've gotten them and put them in a temporary, and then, yeah, that didn't work. It didn't work. They bust out. Pigs are something else if you've never had them. So we need to go ahead and get that settled already, and because we found some for a very good price. You cannot find them for like $50 each, or $45 each at this price. This is just what they're asking, and these are already 200 pounders. Anyway, so we'll just get our breeding pair and another one, and our pigs will be straight and we'll be good there. But anyway, I'm rambling now. Yeah, the oil lanterns, those were the best bet here. Candles, yeah, I still use some candles, but mostly we use our oil lanterns. And I'm back to making our homemade deodorants and shampoos. And today, what I'm going to do, and as soon as I finish this video, is make some more homemade salve. I found another recipe using my calendula, because I love calendula. It's got good healing properties. For another healing salve I'm going to make, and just a couple different things. So I'm finally back into doing that. And I've got some sewing and some crocheting to do today. It's not triple digits here, so I can actually do some crocheting because I get a good breeze and get a head start on things. We didn't catch any fish yesterday. He did buy me my ultimate setup. There's only 3 different rods and reels I use: Shakespeare, Zebco, or Ugly Stick. And a certain one has been an Ugly Stick. Certain one has been my dream for a while. So he took me to Bass Pro Shop and he got me the Zebco reel with the Ugly Stick rod, and it is perfect. So we went fishing yesterday, and he got me a couple things that I wanted that I had in Maine that I always used the spoon spinner, a certain one, and that was like my go-to. So he got me one of those, and we just got some more, crawfish, stuff like that, and we went fishing. We caught a bunch of fish. Each of us caught like 5-6 fish, but they weren't big enough at the time. Thinking back, we could have kept them all because they were big enough to keep. We could have kept them all, and if we knew we were going to each catch that many, we could have had a good meal, like the 2 that he caught. But hindsight 2020, it's all right. I got a chance to wet my new line, and there's nothing like the sound of it when you cast it out, and anyway. We didn't catch any to bring home, but we did, like I said, we did get a bunch of largemouth bass and catfish, but we put them all back. Well, and that's fine. They can grow bigger. I think I'm gonna. I don't even know. Shoot, I'm sure I'll think of other things, and I'll probably do another video later on this afternoon. But that was more of what works and what hasn't worked for us. And maybe later on I will do the 5 or 10 most important items that I need here in the homestead. Maybe I'll do one of those later, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and add some spices to my stock in there, the soup, and what the hell's going on there? Sorry. And I got some cleaning I want to do inside the house, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll chat at you later. Bye.